Hello and welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't already to my second sketchbook tour. This time it's 2 sketchbooks because I was heavy in on the art. This is Canson mixed media sketchbook that I used. This was my first drawing in it and things have gotten better. I took those butterflies from a coloring book and I glued them. I cut them out and glued them. That's why it looks so cute and pretty like that. Here I am testing out, seeing what I can draw, trying new things, getting better bodies. That was one of my first TikToks, was this one right here. Then I started doing with textures. I was using acrylic. I have a mixed media sketchbook now. I'm not only sketching now, I am painting. I'm putting color. And I use Master's Touch acrylic, which we're not gonna get to how much I hate it, even though these are looking kind of decent. But since I realized I like to blend my colors in, I noticed that it wasn't the right paint for me. Even though I was like, oh, these are looking great. At the time they were, honestly. Then I switched over to acrylic gouache, which is just gouache without reactivating. And this is still acrylic paint. This is still acrylic paint. We're gonna get back to acrylic gouache at one point because I know I didn't stop. And as you continue, these couple pages are gonna be acrylic paint. I had covered that because I think her bow was showing too much and I taped over it. Then I didn't want to rip it, so I decided to just pass that. Then I did gouache on this one, which I thought this was a great photo. I messed up the hair because, you know, me and hair wasn't really getting along. Never finished this. I started it. It's in this rough stage, stayed in this rough stage. It's Tiana's 1920s. Had a little 80s salt and pepper inspired photo I was trying to do. That looks a hot mess. That was acrylic gouache I did that with. This acrylic paint, I really love this one. The first time I kind of did fair texture with acrylic, so. And I was just trying out different things. And a lot of these sketches, I kind of went back, revamped them, made them something new. Some of them, they're still in that very small little sketchbook. Of course, back to acrylic gouache. Me and acrylic gouache have a hate and hate relationship at this point. But I do want to say that I was using the Prisma color erase to sketch a lot of these. And that was a game changer as well. And I used the sketchbook thinking that I'm going to put a lot of these into paintings, which I did. They didn't turn out how I wanted them to, you know, but it's fair. That was Tiffany Haddish's Jessica Rabbit. I was doing one Jessie Woo, you know, trying to sketch and see how people are looking. I did a Draw This in Your Style challenge. And that was also another Draw This in Your Style challenge. I was trying to do a few of those. This was also one too. This was something I just did with acrylic. Also another one with acrylic vitiligo. Sketching, trying to, you know, practice here. I thought that was gonna turn out good, but these things were just Try another acrylic gouache again. At this point I was using acrylic and acrylic gouache. I'm trying to consume or make, not consume, but make more art without the oil painting process, which took me forever. I was doing the Disney Princesses series back then, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be great. You'll see later that they were meh. Don't even ask me what alien race species that is, because I don't even know myself. This is really cute. Not too bad with the body. Not too bad. The faces. Might go revisit drawing that one again. This is another Draw This in Your Style. Draw This in Your Style challenge, you know. This I have as a sticker. When I changed my, this is when I changed my paints. I went from Master's Touch to Amsterdam. Sometimes it's not the art supply. I mean, sometimes it's the artist, truly, but sometimes it's also the art supply. And that concludes that sketchbook, which is 2019. And here comes my 2020 sketchbook. You can see I made some stickers of some of the stuff that I had in my sketchbook, like that first one on the left. And some of them are actually in this sketchbook in a painting I did. That was Doja Cat But she did that whole performance thing. I thought that was so cute, but I did so horrible making it, and I was just, ooh. I was experimenting with gouache, acrylic gouache, to be specific. That wasn't bad for acrylic gouache. I don't know, humans in acrylic gouache just, in me, it didn't work. I'm gonna pause and say that toucan looks so freaking amazing. I should just be a wildlife artist at this point. Like, that was the first time I've even drawn a toucan. I've never even drawn a toucan before. Oh, I was doing the mermaid. Oh, that was so nice. That would, oh, if I revisited that would end up so nice. I was trying to do like a human on the right, object, fruit, plant, animal on the left. Did a dragon fruit with dragon fruit and a dragon with dragon leaf. That's not a bad idea. The dragon leaf horns. That's not bad. My little raven. I actually did this as a digital drawing on the right, which turned out great. I was like, I have to do this again. I did a couple of these. I think with my purple people characters that I was trying to create, you're gonna see more of a little bit later, but draw this in your style challenge on both of those. So I tried that little Sailor Moon. That wasn't gonna turn out bad. I should have kept going with that. We're not gonna talk about how I just lazied out on the rose. I really did. The butterfly, I was like, you know what, I'm tired. I thought this was Selena, but it was actually a Fashion Nova photo that I went and drew. It was supposed to be Selena. Then my childhood memories, which I did, of course, redid digitally. And I redid actually a good portion of them, like Kim Possible, Penny, Proud. I think it was my little purple one that's a sticker now. So I was doing that with acrylic Amsterdam. It was such a game changer. I missed that one on the right. I think I had just gave up on that one. I did little drinks on the left. Not too bad. Suck at backgrounds. The image on the right messed it up. They go patty mayonnaise. I loved this. I was trying. All I can say is I tried. Okay? We're just gonna ignore the fact that gouache just messed up a lot of artwork for me. Not too bad on the left with a little vintage in the hair. Patty and Velma. I thought this picture was, whew. I think the new version I did probably is better. Phoebe from the Magic School Bus, Pepper Ann. I really like this Pepper Ann one. And I really like the digital one I did too. Number 5, code name. Number 5, Susie Carmichael. I did Susie Carmichael again. I did Reggie from Rocket Power again. Oh, so cute. Never even colored shells. Never even did a digital one of, I forgot the name of the girl from Atlantis. I forgot her name. The Ashleys from Recess. I used to love Recess. Big Comfy Couch. Helga. Hey Arnold. Why is her name? Just remembers Goofy movie, whichever. Of course, we know Freeman's Riley and his brother. I am forgetting his name. Static Shock. We're gonna continue, and I'm just gonna pretend I did not just forget his name. Who was he again? 33. Hey Arnold from Hey Arnold, and one was from Recess. Hercules, Johnny Bravo. I was on a roll. And just in case I didn't think I'd do men, I do men. Partially. The one on the left, I forgot his name. So, don't ask. I was trying. Don't ask me why I forget these people's names. It's been a while. I was like, wait a minute. I know their names at the tip of my tongue, but I cannot remember what their names are. I was getting real good at the sketches at this point. At least I thought. They're not too bad. They're not as good, I think, as they are now, because I, again, am surprised that I did not give up. I surely did not. This is my first digital drawing. I got my iPad which is why I don't have any 2021 sketchbook, because by then I was just dove into digital art. But now I'm back to traditional again. I don't know, something about digital just doesn't do it the same for me. This is why my page is empty too. Once I got the iPad, I was gone. All right, so these are what I use: watercolor paper and oil and acrylic canvas paper, cardstock paper to put these drawings on here. And we'll get back to that in a minute. And here's some gouache, and this was Arteza's gouache. I was like, I need to go back to Arteza's gouache because I was more successful, and I couldn't find a way to seal it, so I had paused on it for a good long time. And this is Arteza's versus the acrylic gouache, and now y'all see what I'm talking about, the difference, right? Even though I draw better on the right now, the Arteza is just, it's giving me more than it's supposed to give. This was actually for a me sketch that I was going to do a self-portrait that I never actually painted. Yet another that I never actually painted, and that could have probably ended up really, really cute had I painted it. But I'm glad I had it because I want to see what it would look like now. Some drawings that I was doing. Of course, acrylic gouache era. Oh, that shoe worked with the acrylic gouache though. A lot of sketches I was experimenting. That was Arteza gouache, and I was trying to seal it with varnish, and it just didn't work. This, I want to revisit this drawing. It's one of those projects I'm like, I have to perfect it, and I just feel like I didn't give what it was supposed to give. And here's some drawings that I could have watercolored or gouached, but I haven't. I just left them. Little shoe, cardstock drawing. This is my princess series. Isn't that too bad? I did it with acrylic gouache again. It's not how it's supposed to be, and it's definitely not how it would look like if I did it today. So that, I did a couples one of these that I had started, kind of like some of them I didn't like. I might have to redo them again. I don't know. I thought this Pocahontas one was gonna turn out the bomb. It's okay. Like, I couldn't see myself doing that same picture again and it looking like that. We're not gonna even talk about this gouache, acrylic gouache that I'm going through right now. I don't know. I may finish this Alice in Wonderland, and I have another sketch for Alice in Wonderland project that I worked on that's sitting in my Procreate. Yeah, just experimenting with stuff, different mediums, try some glitter. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I did it. Oh, little tape. There's another project I'm gonna be working on too. Oh, there goes Esmeralda. Belle, never actually painted those because I was just so disappointed with how they had turned out. So I just like kept practicing with the acrylic gouache. I was really determined on this acrylic gouache because I was just like, I think I can do it. I just need to, it just wasn't for me. This was Amsterdam acrylics. I put on oil and acrylic. Oh, the gems. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I want to revisit this yet. I don't know yet. I'm iffy. Another drinks. See, look, I did the drinks again. This time on like the oil and acrylic paper with acrylic paint. Not gouache. They both were acrylic paint. Some sketches. Ugh. When I was about the full body. Look how that dragonfly turned out. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And this is my purple people. This actually reference off my face. That was acrylic gouache, and I actually think it's really cute. This is acrylic gouache. No. This is acrylic gouache. I think by then I was just like, I think I want to be done. Powerpuff Girls, Buttercup, Bubbles, Bliss, and yeah, y'all know the rest. It's escaping me right now. Here's some paintings I did on wood. I did Tupac on acrylic. with acrylic, what am I saying, on wood, acrylic on wood, and I varnished it with polyacrylic, and it gave some cracks in there, which is not too bad, but I just wasn't expecting the cracks to be in there. I'm not sure if I even like that the cracks are in there, but I thought this was great. It's a little 10 by 10, you know, something light, little light work. And if you guys seen this from the sketchbook earlier, I did it with acrylic gouache. I thought it was gonna turn out better. It really kind of didn't. But I can always go over them again. This didn't turn out how I wanted either. But I feel like if I go over it again, it'll be different. And finally, not finally, but in this one, none of these turned out. So by then I was just done with acrylic gouache. I prefer Arteza gouache, and I just seal it with a spray varnish, call it a day. But tune in to the next video. I will have a number 3 sketchbook tour once I'm done with this amazing sketchbook that I feel like should be published. I hope you stay tuned for that and just check out more of my videos. Until then, see you guys in the next one. And make sure you're subscribing. That's important.